It gets clearer by the day that almost all scholars of Gnpc Foundation had an idea what they wanted to be in the future. In fact, most of them had laid down plans and were studious, especially during their days at senior high school, so they could make the grades that would take them there. But life's journey made some face series of challenges and obstacles. The Gnpc Foundation team is in the Volta region to meet one of them, 23-year-old Solomon Nyatijo.
I'm born into a family of 8. My father used to be a fisherman, but currently he's suffering from stroke and he just had to not do anything. My mother too, who used to be a petty trader, but due to sickness, he's not also doing any work now. So I don't have anybody to sponsor my education at the moment.
Solomon attended Kita Senior High Technical School in the Volta region. At the school, his teachers confirm how serious he was with his studies.
He was my student for 3 years in the school, and I tutored him core mathematics and elective maths. He was one of the best in my class, yes. And he made me proud by getting A1 in the elective maths and core mathematics, WASI.
He was a science student, but core and elective mathematics were not the only subjects Solomon scored A's. In fact, he got aggregate 8, and this excellent performance only remained on the paper. His parents couldn't do anything with it.
As it stands, none of them is in a position of supporting.
Needs assessment is key in what we do here at Gnpc Foundation. Thorough background checks are done before we make a move. So we moved to that small town in the eastern region along the Volta River called Agyapong, where his mother lives. No one needs to confirm their impoverishment because, as you may know, poverty has an actual smell to it, but it is difficult to describe it. But with half of their house broken, one need not say more. Solomon is not lazy. He told himself then that he would find some work to do and earn and save towards furthering his education. And the job he found will shock you.
So after the senior high school, I moved to Kaswa to search for a job. But after a long search, I'm not getting a job. When someone linked me to a coconut selling shop at Agyapong. So that's why I went. And the fee supposed to be 400 cedis a month. But you pay for your feeding and everything or at the end of the month.
A young man determined to make it. No job is useless if it can at least put food on the table. But behind his table and chair at the Kita Senior High Technical School, no one had an idea he was struggling.
I got to know about some of his financial issues, especially after school, where he had the challenge of getting financial support to continue his education.
No teacher would wish to see this brilliant student in such a situation. His headmaster talks about how it feels like to have a student in such a difficulty.
There are times that some of them leave, and we do some tracer studies to see how our students are doing outside. And sometimes we hear of some of them not being able to progress, basically because of financial challenges. In fact, we become distressed when we hear such reports. And as an institution, we also look for sponsorship for them. Sometimes we appeal to the old students to help us. Sometimes we appeal to the parents, the PTA, to help us. In this particular case, this is a very brilliant student who's been doing very well. And it was our expectation that after finishing his course here, he would have progressed. Only for us to hear later that he couldn't progress due to financial challenges.
This is what poverty can do. It can be so potent that it can damage people's health, education, social, and emotional well-being. It then finally jeopardizes their future.
I was among one of the best students, so everybody hopes. So if the school results are out like that, they have which school are you going and those stuff. And people that, excuse me, say like you know that you're better than them, but they're all in school and all those stuff. It gives you some kind of thoughts, depression and all those stuff. You'll be thinking a lot. You can't focus.
I felt sad, but there was not that much we could do because the financial support that he needed wasn't in our range.
Agbogba there is close to Medina, and the food prices are also expensive. So at the end of the month, all the money you have taken is all into like food. So sometimes you have to eat once in a day, and all those stuff you have to do. Those have to be able to save something small.
I'm not miss Kencity. Yeah, I'm a dream. Say, hey, me dance na me bay. Ebe ko ni mo amami ana. Me just had it.
Whilst his mother was brooding over his future, Solomon was also busily pushing the truck carrying his coconut on the streets of Accra, hoping help will locate him one day and get his story changed. Well, feel free to wear some smiles now because that happened. A customer engaged him one day.
Yeah, she said she had the Gnpc people, so she told us there are people that take care of students, people who are brilliant at this before, but they don't have any help. So after that, she talked to them, and they called me, and they asked me, why do I need this one? So I have to explain myself, tell them. So they requested for a picture and video to have evidence to show if I'm there selling the coconut.
The evidence was so convincing. So the next statement from the other side of the telephone was, we are putting you in school immediately. The Gnpc Foundation team told him that, so arrangements were immediately made at the University of Health and Allied Sciences in Ho.
My admission was late, but the school, they helped me to secure the admission, physician assistant.
This is what Gnpc Foundation can do.
We are also reducing the irrational behavior. Excuse my choice of word. I don't like using such irrational behavior of some people as a result of lack of knowledge. Nobody will go into armed robbery if the person is well educated and has something to do.
And something has been done for Solomon. What a consolation for his teachers and mother.
I was very happy and thankful to God for him, because as a good student, there was no reason why he was supposed to stay at home.
Say obinwa onya obinwa oma oko school am si me radi me dan ase say why boafo ama me ba no te ho na me du meka satam na me wo pando ti me du meka pro ekocha no wo.
In fact, no mother could have sat down. She knows what this meant to her.
You could see that the woman was yearning for education for her children. However, money was not there.
At the University of Health and Allied Sciences, the Vice Chancellor there appreciates what it means for such a lifeline to be extended to needy people like Solomon.
The fact remains that some people cannot afford tertiary education. My story is a typical one. I went to secondary school on Cocoa Board scholarship. I did my master's with Unilever scholarship. I started my PhD with Get Fund scholarship, so I'm a scholarship person, okay? And my dad was a typical farmer, peasant farmer. My dad didn't go to school, so I know what scholarships can do for people. And that is why I think that if you are a scholarship holder, you need to work hard to deserve the scholarship.
Solomon truly deserved it, and he is happy now.
God really bless them for the good work they are doing, because they don't know me from anywhere. If my parents that gave birth to me brought me to this way, they can't do anything, but they coming to my aid to support me, taking me out of, bringing me to life. Because at that point, selling coconuts, results are out. You realize you perform more than people, but they are going to school. Your friends will call you, why? Which school are you? All those things it brings depression and those stuff, but they came to my aid, rescue me from those things. So God really bless them. They have been a life-changing experience. They have changed my life a lot. And all I can say is God really bless them for what they have done for me.
The Gnpc Foundation scholarship means a lot to his teachers.
Well, our students usually get scholarships, but I don't know any one of them that has gotten this particular scholarship. So I was very much surprised how he got his way through. And I'm much pleased that it actually happened.
GMPC came his way and they were able to secure a sponsorship for him. And now he's happily studying in the university. We are more than happy to hear that. So in the first place, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to GNPC for the great job they have done for us and for humanity.
Selecting the needy is important. And so this opportunity will be a life-changing experience for him, for his family, for his community, for whatever groupings he belongs to, because when you are educated and it increases your financial powers, people around you also benefit. So I'm sure that this opportunity to the gentleman is going to be a life-changing one for the people around him. You've done extremely well indeed. To have, I know that it's not only UHAS that you support, the number of students you support across the country. I mean, it's a tap on the shoulders of the Gnpc.
Solomon aims at becoming a medical doctor in the future. He is ready to upgrade himself when he is done with his physician assistance program. And because GNPC empowers dream, so this dream would be realized.